When it comes to ARK, rat holes are amazing for any size tribe, so we proudly present our 1-man, 3-man, and 6-man full base designs on Extinction.
Here we go.
Coming in for our 1-man full base design, this can be found at 64.8 latitude and 61.9 longitude. Here it is on the map, and it can be found over next to the desert bubble. But as you can see, with this location, a lot of people do not know about this, and a lot of people would never think that there's a rat hole here. But if you guys watched my last video, which is the top 10, it features every single one of these rat holes in it. So go check that out if you haven't checked it out already, because it may have shown you some rat holes that you have not known about. But anyways, this is by far one of my favorite rat holes, as it's great for a solo player. And as you can see, you just fly into this little hole. And once you come in here, you can also come in on this side, and I recommend this side of course, but we might build it a little bit different, maybe going on the opposite side. But coming in here, it's nice, it's pretty small. Most people wouldn't even know that there's a base in here, so you don't really have to worry about turret defense for the most part. But if it does get seen, you can always build on the exterior of the base. Now the good part about this is no wild dinos can actually get in here, which is super nice because they won't end up destroying all of your structures. So that's by far the best thing about this rat hole, and it stays hidden, and it's a nice little hidden thing to store all of your main loot away from your main base, especially if it gets raided. So let's go ahead and move on to the full base design. Now coming in for the full base design, as you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the outside to make this as hidden as possible. Now coming through here, make sure to have your heavies on low, as the heavies will shoot people flying by and you do not want that. So now, I only put about 3, you can put it as many as you really want, but just make sure there's enough room for you to get in. Now I decided to come up with this little 3-door kind of contraption, technically 4, but you don't have to use the 4th one. And then, this is 4 layers. This top layer is just going to be your little hatchery. Now it has a few heavies, an incubating area, a refrigerator, and a cryo fridge. And then down here, this is our main vault area where we're going to be storing all of our main loot at. Now there's a good amount of vaults, and I was able to fit a lot in here. I was very surprised. When you keep coming down, you have your refrigerators, a heavy turret, cooker. This is basically a cooking area and a storing area for eggs and all that. And then down here is the main area. You have everything that you would really need for a base, perfect for a solo player, and it still actually has a good amount of room to live in, so everything's not all cramped up, which I love a lot. Now you can put more in here, it's really up to you, really up to what you want. And then I decided to put the tech genny out here. You're going to probably have to use an electrical generator, which is fine, that can power everything in this base, so I would not worry about this. But this is an amazing design that I would even use on my servers. So anyways, let's go move on to the 3-man full base design. Now coming in for our 3-man location, this can be found at 46.2 latitude and 59.0 longitude. Here it is in the map. And of course, this can be found inside of the city. Unlike the last one, that one was outside of the city. This one can be found on the inside, which is a lot better. And this one is a little bit tricky, I'll say that. This one is gonna suck to build in, because look at the amount of just different entrances that there are to this. Now, we may use this area as our main area to get inside, as it has a ramp there, so you can just use a grapple to get in, or literally just jump. I mean, it's pretty common sense for that one. Now, these areas over here, you actually cannot get into, so I might use that to my advantage. But it's going to be a little tough figuring out how to build in this, so let's see what we can do, but let's get on to the base design. Now here we go, here's the full base design. So from the outside, we decided to keep everything pretty hidden, as most players are never even going to find this in the first place. Now if they do, it's going to suck because the defenses on the outside are not the best, so you guys can customize that to really whatever you want. We just decided to put about 6 heavies on the outside, just put them all on low, make sure they don't shoot anything flying by or anybody walking by. Now we decided to do a little lockbox right there. Then you walk inside, and there are 3 heavies automatically, 3 more heavies up there, and then there's a nice little, I don't really know, you wouldn't call it a turret wall, but it's a turret wall essentially. Now over here we have a crafting station with our 3 handy forges, 3 smithies, and over here we have 6 chem benches, 5 fabricators, and then over here we have our refrigerators, and then our nice vault wall right there. Then over here we have our cryo refrigerators. I have a turret there. Cryo refrigerators again. We have our replicator, which you actually can access with it clipping into the wall. I know it's a little weird. 2 beds, our daddy storages. There are a total of 18 of them right there. And then going through here, this is our main logout area. Now, this is great for 3-man, as everybody's not going to be really getting in the way. It's still pretty open. This is a nice location as it's basically in the center of the city, so farming element is going to be very easy. But this is not meant as a main base. Please know that this is meant as just a backup base for farming element on Extinction to go with your main base. But anyways, that is the full base design. Let's move on to the 6-man. Now coming in for our 6-man location, this can be found at 20.7 latitude and 17.4 longitude. Then here it is on the map. Now this one can be found on the entrance to the underground. We decided that we wanted to do 3 completely different ones on Extinction for every type of person. Now a lot of you guys may know this one from our old PS4 days. We actually built a rat hole in here. Back then, that was about a year and a half ago, I believe. No, it was longer than that. It was a very long time ago. So if you guys want us to go in and remaster any old rat holes, just comment that down below and let us know which ones that we should remaster. And while we're at it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go comment something like OCYT, and I'll heart your comment. But anyways, coming in here, this is actually one of my favorite rat holes, and on PS4 it lag spikes like crazy getting into in and out of this, so raiding it is actually not the easiest. Now this is a very odd angle to build in, so it's going to be a little difficult, but I'm sure that I can come up with something for this, especially because all this is not even, especially this flat area that looks flat. It's slightly at an angle, so it's going to be tough to build, so let's see what we can do. So anyways, coming in for the build, we decided to leave everything on the interior. Now if you want this location, I highly recommend building on the outside because you're going to get a lot of PvP, as this is the main entrance to the underground area. Now we decided to go with this nice little design on the outside to stop any kind of dino from getting through, and they actually cannot throw out any cryopods in this little area because of all the structures that are going to be in the way. Now I decided to do a different kind of turret wall, which is like a zigzag kind of turret wall that goes from bottom to up, just kind of in a little line pattern, and it's something new that I'm trying, which is actually being held up by only cliff platforms, believe it or not. And the pillars actually go down into the ground, so if the cliff platforms do get destroyed, they will actually still be standing, which is nice. But we'll get more into the cliff plat thing in a second. But anyways, coming up here, forgot to put the trapdoor down, but this is supposed to be the entrance right here. So you have a trapdoor and it opens up, you can get inside. And this one, I highly recommend using this one as a crafting kind of base. This is going to be perfect for 6-man tribes. And we have this nice little cryo area, that's up to you if you want to put that. But this thing is massive, so if you want to farm a lot of materials, I highly recommend building this. So it's perfect. I mean, got really everything that you really need in here. Got everything that you're going to be needed for a crafting station. Got your refrigerators, a grinder, all that stuff if you want to turn it into your main base. And then over here we have a little incubating area, transmitter, all that. And back in that one corner we have our tech genny right there. And then back in the other corner, that's where we're going to be storing all of the dinos. If you guys need to leave some dinos out, like to raise or something, this will be the area right up here. Now coming back down here, this nice little narrow area, we have this, which is actually being held up by 3 cliff platforms. Now I tried to make them as even as possible, and then we have a 4th one actually under there. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. We hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, hit that subscribe button, and go comment something nice. But we hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.